Okay, so it's 100% NUFC, joined by Newcastle Fans TV. I'm going to get their thoughts on the game, the lineups and all of that. So we're going to start off with Alicia, so the lineup.
There wasn't any surprises for me, apart from Dwight Gale, because I didn't actually know he was injured before going into that. But since seeing the game, not many surprises from the other games.
So the first half, Newcastle got off to a great start, scoring 2 quick-fire goals through... I forgot who scored now.
Atu and Perez.
Atu and Perez. Get sacked. And yeah. Anyway, so obviously Atu and Perez sum up the goals.
Yeah, I think Atu's was brilliant, to be honest. The angle, because I saw directly, the angle that was from was brilliant.
There was a lot of injuries as well for Hellas Verona. They spent a lot of time on the floor. What do you think of that time wasting and things like that?
Yeah, I think it was just time wasting because I just couldn't get into the game. They didn't really offer much for me, so it wasn't really a test.
So half time going into the game, it was 2-0 Newcastle. Newcastle started off where they left off in the first half, and sum up the second half. It wasn't really much going on in the second half, as you'd imagine.
No, I think once we made the substitutions, Shelby went off. I think everything slowed right down. I think Shelby's going to have a lot of involvement in this season. And
like I say, they didn't really test with that much Hellas Verona, did they?
No, I can't really say much about their performance because there wasn't anything to it.
And like I say, we're going to be going to Tottenham now, obviously, new league, back in the big time, playing the big teams like Tottenham and Arsenal, all these teams, and Tottenham are going to be a tough test. They've got Harry Kane, they've got Eriksen and players like that, and we're going to have to be on the game, aren't we? Yeah,
I think if we look at the way Tottenham finished last season, I think we're going to have to be on it, because it could end really bad or could go alright, but the thing I'm most looking for is the performance rather than the result.
And lastly, who was your man of the match?
Shelby.
Brilliant. So I'm joined by Will from Newcastle Fans TV.
Hello.
So the lineup.
Strongest lineup without Gale. I think Lascelles could potentially come into it once he recovers from injury, and also obviously Yedlin and Manquillo sort of went in there. But I was actually impressed by all the signings that appeared today. I thought Leguen looked really, really classy. Manquillo actually impressed me, considering we were told that he was pretty much awful. Murphy coming on as well. I think against Tottenham, if Gale's not fit, that'll be the team that we see.
But like I said, good talk about the opposition. Hellas Verona, they were awful today, weren't they? No disrespect, they were really bad.
It's pretty much the only thing I learned from today, is that they're terrible. They just offered nothing going forward at all. We didn't even get our second gear, frankly, when it came to playing them. And as soon as it got to 2 goals, the game just completely died down, because they were just absolutely no threat from them at all.
I mean, like I say, Newcastle were brilliant first half, scored 2 goals, kind of sat back off in the second half because they weren't really offering anything, so we haven't really much from this game going into the Tottenham game next week.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there's probably a part of it which is like, we're going to win the game, even if we don't win it, it doesn't matter, don't risk any injuries. So that was probably the thinking behind that. It's going to be a very different game against Tottenham. I think Shelby was given much more licence to roam forwards in this game. That's probably not going to happen as much against Tottenham. He's probably going to be disciplined to sit back and defend the hell out of it and then counter-attack for days. So it's going to be much more difficult. We're back to being one of in the bottom half of clubs, rather than being the top. So we're more expected to counter-attack rather than dominate teams.
No, I think you're right, because like I say, when we play Tottenham on Sunday, they've got, like I say, Harry Kane, we're going to have to keep him quiet, we're going to have to keep Eriksen quiet, because no doubt that they're going to have all the possession, they're going to be passing the ball around, and we're going to have to chase and chase and chase, and we're going to have to try and create opportunities when we get them. We're not the big team of the championship no more. We're going to go up against better teams like Tottenham, and we're going to have to keep them out.
Well, last time we beat them 5-1, so I'm not worried.
Confident. So, anyway, just talk about the game. Who was your man of the match then?
Definitely Shelby.
Shelby?
Completely ran the game, absolutely, just no question.
Right, thank you. So I'm joined by the main man, Lee, from Newcastle Fans TV. So, talk about the game. Obviously, Newcastle won by 2-0 against Hellas Verona. Start off with the lineup.
As they've already touched upon, I think it picked himself. I think that is the strongest side that we're going to go with. Assuming Lascelles and Gale aren't fit, that'll be the strongest side that we'll go with. So, not massive surprise. I've said all pre-season I'd like to see change of formation, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Because you've touched upon as well that the formation's a problem. I believe that the formation is a problem. I think going into the Premier League, we're going to have to play 2 up front, and I know Rafa won't do that. Do you share the same thoughts?
I think you need a plan B. Go with the 4-2-3-1, tweak it, play around with it, but if there's something that you need to go in the last 10 minutes, Rafa's going to chuck Mitrovic up top and go 2 up top. Why can't you start with that? Just change around a little bit. We need a plan B. Newcastle don't have one. We didn't last season, despite we're scraping the title.
So I look at this game, you know, Newcastle had a hell of a lot of chances today. You know, they had chances in the first half, notably, and more in the second half. Are you quite worried that we're not taking our opportunities? Because when we're playing against better opposition like Tottenham, like Chelsea, you know, and teams like the bottom, like say, like Bournemouth, Watford and that, and we're not taking our chances, are you worried?
Well, I think Hellas Verona did not offer anything. They were pretty shocking. I mean, I was looking forward to Gianpaolo Pazzini, you know, he's an Italian international and so on, but just didn't offer anything going forward. He was like, I thought, you know, you get chances, but to be fair, yes, Hellas Verona didn't look very good, but Newcastle made them look poor as well because of the pressure that was on them, so it works both ways.
A lot of time wasting as well, wasn't it, by Hellas?
Italians for you. Aggro, and you touch them, they gone flying.
So yeah, like I say,
No offence to Italians, by the way.
So anyway, like I say, we'll move on to the Tottenham game, and do you think Rafael gets some more players? And I know we've seen we've got 5 signings now. I'm sure Rafael wants another striker and definitely another creative number 10 in the midfield and a goalkeeper. What's your thoughts on that?
I don't get the goalkeeper. I really don't. I'm puzzled by it. The likes of Adrian, if that's really mad. Is Adrian any better than Elliot and Darlow? No, he's not. And that aggravates us. I don't get that. I can get it why he wants faster distribution. I think the striker is a must. You've got to bring a striker in. If you don't bring a striker in, Gale's injury prone, it looks like. And can you rely on Mitrovic keep you up? No is the answer.
Well, actually, just touch on Mitrovic. He's a player that really frustrates me because I don't
like him, do you?
It's not I don't like him. He just I don't know. It's just something about him that he's just, for me, he's very good at keeping the ball, keeping hold of the ball, but scoring goals is going to be a problem for him next season. I know a lot of fans say, well, he done it in the Premier League, but then obviously he didn't do it in the Championship. I'm worried that from the fact he didn't do it in the Championship, we're going back into the Premier League and they're going to know about him. I'm just worried that how many goals he's going to get.
Well, the season when we went down, he grabbed 9, which is that's fair in his first season, but to keep you in the Premier League, your striker's going to have to get you 15, and then your midfield's going to chip in. You can't just rely on your striker. So we need to see Shelby pushing towards double figures. We need another great season from Richie. I think it's an all-round thing. Your striker is your main threat, but you've got to have your backup behind you doing it.
Anyway, finally, your man of the match for today.
I thought Atcha was good, I thought Richie was good, but I'm going to have to grade the other 2. Shelby again scrapes it for me.
Right, so they've all gone with Shelby. Like I say, Hellas Verona didn't offer too much today. We didn't learn too much, but again, we won the game and we now move on to Tottenham. So anyway, I want to say thank you to Newcastle Fans TV for your interviews. They're fantastic. Go and subscribe to them. I'll leave a link in the description below. Class content, class people, and also don't forget to subscribe.
Nice mic as well.
I love the mic that he's given us as well. So thanks. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe to 100% NUFC, and I do loads of content. And also follow me on social media as I'm on Twitter and Instagram. It's been Sharky speaking, and from NUFC TV. I'll see you all later. Peace out.